I want to welcome you guys once again to the Well. And as you guys know, we love to share stories and testimonies of God's goodness in our lives. And today we have Skylar sharing her story. So welcome her up.
Hello. There we go. All right. I'm Skylar. I'm a sophomore majoring in nursing. And I'm going to share my story with you guys today. So I grew up really unsure about who God was. My family and I went to church occasionally when I was younger, but eventually we stopped going. And I never really learned about Jesus. But deep down, I always knew that there was a God. I spent a lot of my life lonely. I had friends that came and went, but no one really ever stuck around. In the summer of 2020, in the midst of an already lonely time during COVID, I was sexually assaulted by a trusted friend which led to more confusion and anxiety in relationships in my life. And I would say that was probably the lowest of loneliness and emptiness that I struggled with. And I also dealt with a lot of self-worth and purpose insecurity during that time. I found myself wondering about God in a lot of my alone time, and I started praying a lot, even though I didn't really know what that looked like. I was seeking something in my life that was constant and never changing, and someone who I could rely on and just talk to. I began to spend almost all of my alone time with God, trying to reach out and find someone who could save me, and learning about who he was and what his promises were. A couple months later, I visited my cousin, and we attended the church service that she was going to, and that message left me in tears. And I ended up asking Jesus into my heart right after the service. But coming home was a worry for me, knowing that I wasn't going to have a lot of people around me that would walk with me and who could help me grow in my faith. But God provided just the people that I needed through an old friend who got me connected to her church and her life group, who is now one of my best friends. And I finally had found people around me who wanted to see good things for me. Coming to college, I was really searching for that community, and God provided once again. He gave me the greatest roommates that I could confide in and walk in my faith with, and he led me straight to CM my first week of freshman year. And last Easter, I was going through a season of loneliness, and I knew the solution was more of Jesus and to actively be serving him. I watched the Leadership 101 videos, filled out the application, hit submit, didn't even hesitate, just knew that that was what I needed to do in order to find that community. I've realized that I have no idea what any season of my life will look like, but I've seen the evidence of what God can do with me and my life if I just fully submit to him. His plan is always better than mine, and he has changed my life, and this is why I worship.